the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
We are such a polished little podcast here. We're all nice on YouTube. We're on the podcast feeds. It's December. I think this is our first December show. It's the holiday season.
I think that's right.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey,
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
y'all. Oh, hello.
Well, hello.
Well,
Hey,
hello.
y'all.
Cousin. We have to tone down because we're the Cozy Nintendo podcast. Tone down. What was his name?
Chill vibes.
Nico Bellic and his cousin.
Oh yeah, cousin Roman from GTA.
Roman.
Yeah.
Yes. God, but on this show, it's not over
Let's
the
go
top.
bowling.
Let's go bowling.
Can we
Just
can we
tone
talk
it down
about-
a little bit.
Just go bowling.
Yes,
That'd be fun,
please.
actually.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not leaving my house. I see Brian Murford
Yeah.
in the chat, so I want to give a quick weather update. It's minus 34 degrees Celsius here, and I can't believe cars even work. I can't believe anything works at all. So
Those
I'm hiding in
aren't
my
living
house.
conditions. You know, they're not living conditions.
They
Things
really
don't
aren't.
survive
They really
in
aren't.
that temperature.
I don't understand it. Like the settlers came on over with no technology, and they're just on their horses, and they're like, "This is good. We've come far enough." Like you don't want to.
That's what killed the dinosaurs. It's stuff like that.
Yeah.
It killed the dinosaurs. How are we supposed to survive?
I don't want you coming in here with your anti-science, Seth. It was obviously
Oh yeah, God forbid. Because
their death came from above.
Yeah.
It's a chilly 22 Celsius here.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that would be 22 is perfect. It's
It's
absolutely
like summer
perfect.
weather here, dude.
Oh my, I would be
It's
concerned.
ridiculous.
I think you guys need to come on.
I have my
up here.
AC going. My AC's going
You
right now.
do not. You have AC going. It's Christmas time.
I have
Yeah.
my AC on too.
Oh,
It's
that's
hot
just
if you
not right.
don't.
That's not right.
It really doesn't. I think that's a big part of it, actually. It really doesn't feel like Christmas time to me, and I think that's a huge reason why.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, by
A
the way,
huge
you're
reason why.
going to be a great Santa Claus one day.
Yeah. Whenever that happens, I'm already, my wife really needs to let the beard go because I'll get grays in my beard. Probably once a week, she'll pick a gray out of my beard.
Ow.
And I'm like, just let it go. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I really don't care. I'll get
Speaking
that
of the
salt and
cold.
pepper thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming out with a Frozen
So-
reference just like that.
Yeah.
I was about to call you Olaf, Sean, because you're wishing it was summer.
I love that song.
It's a great song.
You're like in the
Great
cold, like
summer.
in summer.
Pretty much.
That's a great song.
Yep, that's the best part of that movie, and it's not even close.
It's a great sequence.
And what I
dude.
mean when I say that is
Yeah.
that Frozen is highly overrated. It's a not
Yeah.
good movie. I'm just gonna come out with
I
the
don't
hotness.
look, I wouldn't go that far. I
It's
wouldn't
just
say it's
absolute
not good.
trash. Just lean into it.
Hot garbage in the summer.
It is the
Oh my
worst thing
God.
ever produced. It's oh my goodness, great. Did you see?
Well,
there's-
you've probably seen it about 1,200 times. so.
that you would think that, and I wouldn't blame you for doing it. I haven't seen it that many times because I ain't gonna allow that crap in my house. It's just awful.
Well, I've seen it so many times because the youngest step kiddo was obsessed with that movie when it came
Yeah.
out, and we probably watched it 3 times every weekend when she
Yeah.
was here.
That's the thing you can't control, and we are lucky. I say it like as if I have control over what is being on the TV. Like that's not a thing. But Frozen, we managed to miss it. I think part of it is I didn't have kids when it came out, so we missed it for that reason. But it's not like we don't watch movies that came out before the kids were born. So most of what they watch is they've only been alive for like 5 years. Isn't that crazy? There's so much stuff that happened before you were even here. Like you don't even know anything.
You missed so much. You just got here.
You just got here.
You know nothing.
That's how we feel about Garrett Bland and Trevor. It's like you guys don't know a thing. You just got here.
You're just little babies.
Just
you just showed up.
Just tiny little guys.
Your frontal lobe hasn't even fully developed. Doesn't happen until you're 25. So.
Oh my gosh, they hate us. Why do it's like this loving kind of like poking and jabbing, but we'll see how far we can take it. This Christmas,
dude, I'm
it's
like
the
5
holidays.
years younger than you.
No, whatever. Garrett's a doctor and just
man.
makes us all question our life choices. He's like, I've accomplished all this.
I know.
I'm published 14 times in science journals and whatever.
So much smarter. Than
I'm like a
me
podcast.
and all of us. Yeah.
I make a podcast.
I like a podcast. I like turtles.
That's all of our catchphrases, really. We're just like Pokemon. I make a podcast.
That would be
Pretty much.
amazing.
I'm a content creator.
Okay, this is going in the idea booklet. We all need to have like. I actually wanted to do this once upon a time. We had. I actually think Johnathan Brown has an image drawn of him as a Pokemon. I think he got to choose it. This is something we should bring back. But every one of us having like our own like court, like sound effect. Mark.
I think
Mark.
Seth already has his.
Yeah.
Seth.
Yeah.
Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that could totally be a
I
thing.
make a podcast. Holy cow!
gosh.
What are we even talking about? This was supposed to
It's
be
Tuesday.
polished. We had this.
Yeah.
It's
It's
Tuesday.
not
We were
polished.
supposed to
It's
be
just an intro-
punchy.
Just to
We were
start.
supposed to be so like put together, and it was going to be
Don't worry
great. And
about
it's
it.
already off the rails.
Don't worry, the
Already
part that
off
was
the rails.
supposed to be polished, it's already done. We already did it. We
Yeah,
did the
look
thing.
at there. Look at there.
It's done.
Look at there. I don't have to
Hey.
do my whole song and dance intro.
That's right.
It's
That's right.
done.
If y'all don't watch the YouTube version or hang out with us live on youtube.com/carpoolgaming, you're missing out. We have a brand new sleek and polished like intro sequence. I made like a little jingle and a little animated intro, and Locklith did like a little Animal Crossing intro. Y'all should see it. Y'all should see it. If you're listening
a
to
whole-
podcast feed.
I did a whole 4-minute clip, and 40 seconds of it ended up in the intro. So you're welcome.
Less than that.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she recorded like a whole like storyline of
Yeah.
B-roll, and I just used like a.
I was like,
a
here
very
you
small
go.
port.
I have like a story, but I know
Just
it's going to be short, really short.
Ruthless
So.
editing.
Yeah. It was great though, man. It was fun to put together, and yeah. And here we are.
Made
It's
it.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We
Look
made
at us.
Look
Who'da
at us.
thought?
Look at us.
Look
Look
at
at
us.
us being professional and whatnot. There's been a
Who'da-
lot of
who'da
stuff
thought?
kind of
Not me.
percolating, man. We're into the end of the year, and we're getting a lot of stuff ready to go. It's like busy season. We're all sort of cramming like games and stuff, trying to get ready for. Sean calls it an exam, our game of the year exam. Just like
Pretty much.
spitting stuff
So
in.
stupid.
Yeah.
I have some unfinished trauma to deal with, I think. Just of school in general. Like you still have the dreams, you're walking around your school, you don't know where your class is, you end up in a classroom and there's an exam you're not prepared for, you don't understand how you could get yourself in this situation. But of course you could get yourself in this situation because you don't study, you procrastinate, you put everything off. My God. It's been a while since I've had a therapy session, y'all.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. It's the first thing you say when you sit down with your new therapist. Look, I'm going to give it to you straight. It's
I
been
make
a while.
podcasts.
Yeah, I do a podcast. I like turtles.
That's basically me in real life. I make a podcast, I like turtles, and Cone. It's Cone.
Cone. Yeah.
Got the juice.
Oh my God.
That's all we got. Like,
Oh, man.
that's all we have to say anymore. We're just gonna take little
We're
clips of
just
this.
speaking memes.
What people are actually listening to right now is an AI generated episode of the Nintendo Drive. So if it
Yes.
sounds a little off, it's actually because we put it in the
That's
hands of
why.
the computers. So yeah,
I forced this AI to listen to like 300 hours of the Nintendo Drive or whatever, and this is the episode that it made.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Speaking of cram sessions, what have we been playing? Sean, I'll start with you.
Just the disdain
The
in her
teacher
voice. Just
tone.
like, just please shut up and just talk about video games, please.
Listen, we are gathered here today to talk games.
Oh
Sean,
my
you
God.
first.
So good. I feel like I was really looking forward to sitting down with y'all because I finished 2 games. I didn't finish just one. I finished 2 games this week. Rolled credits on Mario Plus or Minus Rabbids.
Yeah.
Sparks of the Hope. And I also finished Return to the Monkey Island. That game I technically played on Xbox, but the reason,
Switch,
I mean, it's on Switch, it's on everything, but especially the reason I was playing that, in addition to the cramming session, is we're talking about that on the Backtrackers, December 17th at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's the only time that matters. Join us in the Discord, because this was the game that I got to choose, and like I wasn't going to not finish it. So I have lots to say, but I think I'm going to save most of my comments for the Backtrackers, I think. Maybe we'll come back to it, but I will say this. I'll give like just overall impressions. I was ear to ear almost the entire time. I really enjoyed my time with this because I'm an old man, and these were the games that we grew up with. These point and click adventures with the puzzles that make little to no sense. I managed to do it with very little help from hint books and or walkthroughs, and it seemed like it made sense more than I remember these games making sense in the past. It wasn't like take a wet sock and throw it at the lady in the window so that the gate across the street opens up. Like that is very close to one of the first puzzles in like Grim Fandango. Anybody remember the balloons? Yeah. Very weird stuff.
Yep.
So, you know, and again, we'll talk about it on the Backtrackers, but writing top-notch, voice acting is some of the best in the biz. And I also think, I'm not sure anybody has made this sort of comparison. I feel like if you liked Oxenfree, for some reason, I think you'll like this game. And in my mind, they kind of occupy a similar space, very dominant in terms of the delivery and the voice acting. So, and the conversation that kind of happens. It's not really the same mechanics. Oxenfree was interesting in the way that it introduced the conversation side of it, but just like there's something fantastical happening, something kind of fantasy-esque, this imaginary setting, and kind of cool. I really liked it. Ending, we'll talk about the Backtrackers though, because we go into full spoilers.
Wait. I really can't wait to talk about full spoilers in the Backtrackers. For those who don't know, pretty much once a month, somebody in the group picks a game, we all play it, and then we gather around and talk about it and share our experiences. And again, that's happening on the 17th, and I can't wait because like the ending in particular, I've been like so hungry to talk to somebody about the ending, and I'm gonna get to just hang out with a group of people and talk about the ending. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
That's the best, and that happens so often. It's one of the reasons why I started doing podcasts just to begin with. Like, can we just do spoilers for a second? Can we all play like the same game and talk about like that stinking ending? It's one of the most gratifying things I think there is to all of this. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And Mario, speaking of endings and all this stuff, Mario plus Rabbids, I have completed it. Seth, Garrett, and I will be sitting down tomorrow night to record our review discussion. And it's funny because it could either be 6.5 minutes or 4 hours. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe somewhere in between, probably, if I'm being realistic. But I have a lot of thoughts, and it just kind of depends on the energy of my colleagues here of how much we really want to dive into this. But it's it's exactly the same and completely different from the first one. And I think that's where a lot of the conversation is going to lie. Ultimately, again, you can look forward to more thoughts in the review discussion, but what I'll say here is I rolled credits and I kept playing, like a lot.
I know.
Like, and even with my son Lincoln, like he really likes watching me play that game, and he likes helping me out. And there's a lot to clean up. It's a very much a Ubisoft game of side quests and all these different things, and I'm really enjoying just going around doing the stuff. But I think, basically, because I've got a cram for this exam coming up, I might have to put that aside. I've now finished Return to Monkey Island. I think it might be on to the next one, which is a toss-up between God of War Ragnarok on PS5 or Sonic Frontiers. So, because they're the same.
They're the same game,
basically the same thing. But I'm doing it, you guys. I'm really doing it. I'm really proud of myself.
You are doing it.
Yeah.
Look at you. Thanks. Look at you doing things.
I believe Seth. I did not believe Blockleth at all.
Look at you. Pat on the back.
All right.
Great
Look
job.
at you doing
Applause.
things, I guess.
Beautiful.
Well done.
I take a bow.
Yeah, you should also be commended for you streamed Mario Rabbids, like the sort of final session of Mario Rabbids.
I sure did.
You
5.5 hours.
Like 5.5 hours. I was like, oh my gosh, this dude ended up getting to bed at like 2 a.m. or something like that. And,
True cramming session. We're gonna stay up all night. We're pulling all nighters. Yeah, man, we're
Yeah.
studying for this exam. I'm gonna have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about at this game of the year. I'm gonna come in just like passed out. I'll miss it. I'll be like sleeping through my.
We'll be calling
exam.
you.
I hope he's okay.
I will add with that cramming session, because I was there for at least some of it, not the entire 5.5, but I was there for some of it, and I had to peace out and go to bed. Garrett came in to help you.
Yeah.
We got a little taste of some Garrett ASMR. by the
Garrett
way.
ASMR.
Yeah, he had to be
Yeah.
quiet for his household. That's right.
Yeah, he had to
his
be
wife was
quiet because everyone
asleep.
was sleeping, and
Garrett has
He's
the
like,
tips,
"Sean."
man. He's so smart at this stuff. He's like,
I know. He came in. He's like,
So
Sean, you
Sean.
have to just jump over there on that jump pad. Okay, yeah, good. No,
too
no,
far,
no, back
too far,
up.
too far. Yeah.
Back up, and then the spike will come out. And yeah, I think if you, okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it.
Just like
you
that.
got it.
Yeah.
yeah, literal whispers. I like broke my computer went blue screen
Oh,
during
no.
that because like I
power
like
of
hit a
Garrett's
button
ASMR.
and then it messed up because I was thrown aback by his ASMR and my computer broke for a second. I had to restart everything, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed, y'all.
Oh my. Yeah, it was the true nature of cramming for an exam, and it was great to have everybody there. And I want to do that more. Like I this week is crazy, and I don't know. We're all over the place, but like tonight we're
It is
doing this.
crazy.
Tomorrow we're doing the Mario plus Rabbids review. Thursday we're streaming the Game Awards right here at youtube.com/carpoolgaming. Apparently it's going to be shorter than other years. I think tomorrow is actually the day for the Mario Kart
It is.
tracks.
Yeah.
Like,
Who
how
knows
are we
if
supposed to
yeah.
do all
it's
this
live?
stuff?
I
Yeah,
know.
I completely forgot about the tracks coming out.
they're patching the Pokemon game. There's all this stuff, you guys.
Oh yeah, that happened since the last time we were here too.
Yeah.
There's so much happening. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, we live in a crazy world, man.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
There's so much. I've been playing some Disney Dream. Well, I plan to play some more Disney Dreamlight Valley later this week because that's another thing. They updated that game as well. So there's new stuff, winter stuff. But I did play some Ooblets again, some winter
Nice.
event stuff. So yeah,
Game's so
it's
good.
fun. It's fun when they do these little like seasonal releases for games and stuff, especially games that I will only touch when these things kind of happen. So like Disney Dreamlight Valley's been that way, and Ooblets too. Here recently, I'll only go back into it whenever they release something new. I'm like, ooh, I want to dress like Mrs. Santa Claus. I need the fit.
Yeah.
Gimme. But that's all I've been playing recently.
Yeah. Well, good. Yeah, so my cram game, I've been playing more Pokemon because as you alluded to, Sean, they did patch it, and I will say it's not like a huge. They've got a lot of work to do, a lot of work still to do for sure, but it was a little something. It's a little more stable. It's a little like I noticed when I was kind of going in there. I was like, I think the frame rate is like a little more. I went to the busiest area of the game, which is this big lake. And the frame rate there is like way more stable than it was before the patch. So it's like, okay, they're cooking us something up. They got something going on.
I'm realizing
So-
as you're talking about this that this is like a live performance of the patch notes that say stability improved. That's it. It's a little more
Yeah.
stable. I looked
It's
at
a-
it. Stability
It's a little.
improved.
Can we just? It'd be actually great if they just showed like me doing that every time they delivered one of those patch notes.
Just in like the
There you go.
just in
That'd
like
be
a little
great.
circle, like camera in the corner, just like look at that.
Just, yeah, it's a little better. It's a little better. Yeah, so I do, and by the way, just real quick, that was so unprecedented. Like, I can't believe that that's happening. That
Sorry.
genuinely really
I knew it was
surprised me.
happening. I knew it was going to happen.
Locklet did say
Locklet's
last week on
uncle
the show, she
works
called
at
it.
Nintendo.
Yeah, Locklet did call it. I genuinely didn't think it was happening. I was like, 10 million units, they don't care to fix this thing. But Nintendo came out and not only apologized it for it, but like delivered the patch and promised further improvements to the game. I'm like, wow, I can't believe we live in this world.
It was way too broken for them not to respond.
Y'all bought it, so you don't get to say anything. I get to claim responsibility for this because I was loud about this. It's not
You
acceptable.
voted with your wallet.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they're like, he took it back? Like, what do you mean he returned
Hang on.
Pokemon?
We need to fix it so that Sean will buy Pokemon. Will you? Let me ask you that.
Kyoto on the
If
phone.
you hear, yeah, did they if they patch it enough to where it's like to a recommendable state, will you buy it?
1,000%. Absolutely. Most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Kato's in the chat here, previous co-host of the Nintendo Drive, now with things to say after she quit. Hi, Kato. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. Last time I did that to Kato, I reached out to her. I'm like, I hope you know I'm kidding. I just.
The beef.
Of course.
There's beef, y'all. No, they hate
There's
each other.
beef.
There's
There's
beef.
still beef.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
believe
it's
it. The beef.
medium rare. Whatever the hell that means. I have no idea. No, it's not a thing against Pokemon. It's a thing about selling a $70 game or 60 to wherever you're from.
Practice.
And two of them, and they're basically the same, and it comes out broken. So yeah, if they wanna fix it and patch it, like, I'm great. That's totally fine. Cyberpunk is the same thing. I'll play Cyberpunk, like, whatever. I think it should cause people pause in the future as far as like
right.
And I also just think overall with the reviews, I still see like reviews coming like totally disregarding it or not. Like it's come out in a totally not okay state, and I don't know. Maybe it's just when a Nintendo person reviews stuff, they've been bred to think that's not a big deal. I think it is a big deal, but I'm glad that it's being patched.
We can't let them off the hook. That's the thing is like this is great. I'm happy that they're committed to improving it, but we can't let them off the hook either. We can't just like pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah. Well, I will.
So
when they patch it, I absolutely will. Like, all right, I'm in. And you watch me, I'll be like the biggest Pokemon super fan.
Oh wow, this is great. This is the best Pokemon game yet.
You know what I love about it? The gameplay is amazing.
There's so much to do.
Actually is. It actually is. Like that's the thing is if
say.
I could go over here.
Is.
I could go over there.
Yeah, it's the
it looks great.
That's the
it's
game.
the best.
The best.
It's the best.
I wake up 5 a.m. play Pokemon. It's the best.
Okay. Well, my cram game though has been Tunic.
Nice.
I have like a few games on my list where I'm like I need to get this in before the Game of the Year talks happen. Mm-hmm. And right now I am playing Tunic. That game is so hard, dude. I don't know if any of you have played it. It's so hard, like way harder than I was expecting going in. I kind of expected it to be a little bit difficult, but holy cow, it is quite difficult. Mm-hmm. I really like it though. You know what's great, and I think this would resonate with you, Sean. One of the main sort of collectibles of the game, and probably my single favorite thing about it, is you collect these like manual pages, and it's like an old school like Nintendo Power manual, and you have to consult it, and like the game has this whole like secret language that you don't understand. So you pull up this manual to like see what things do and kind of decipher what's going on. Oh, it's so cool. That's like my favorite part of the game.
I gotta get it's on the list. It's on. I gotta be mindful. Now, I did have to beat Monkey Island. I did have to beat Mario Plus Rabbids for the reviews, like and for the backtrackers. Everything else is free game. I think I'm just gonna go like a little taste here.
Little taste.
Sorry, hey, send me a piece of that corn. So maybe for later. So I think I'm gonna have a little taste of Tunic. I tried there was like a demo or a beta or something before it was released, and that was when I was like, oh snap, this game is real hard. But I also think that there's a mode in it. I don't know if you've seen this, Seth. Where you turn off your stamina and you can just like hack away, or you can block as much as you want. Is that the case?
It is. Yeah, and Pat here in the chat points out so hard, but you can make it easier in accessibility and never die. And I probably will get to that point. Like I haven't reached that point of just frustration yet, but eventually I think I probably will.
I already reached it. I watched Seth play the other day, and I was like, I'm already there. Like, put it on easy, put it on baby mode. Like, I can't. I would not be able to.
I probably will eventually.
I think it's a misery loves company kind of thing. Like, stream it and let people like watch you wallow and fail.
There's
one cue from you, dude.
Yeah.
There was one moment where Seth was literally laughing because like he had tried this one bit like 4 or 5 times, and like he started in like a fit of laughter. Like I just started laughing along with him. It was fun. It was fun to watch.
Just this brink of insanity, like
pretty much.
Big time.
Like why? Like that laugh of
Crazy
like I can't believe this happened again. Like I'm just trying to run through here. I'm trying to get past all these bad guys, and you realize pretty quickly you gotta still kill them all before you go on.
Just have that fever break, like fever dream laugh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but that's been my cram game. Next up is
Nice.
Cult of the Lamb.
Oh, yes.
I'm cramming that after Tunic. So yeah, good games.
We're
This has
too
been a good
zoomed
year
in
for
on the
video
YouTube.
games,
You can't
dude.
see our dance moves. You
Yeah,
can
you
see our
can see
heads
the
bob, but
dance
you can't see
moves.
any of the hands up.
best.
close
My
to the
hands right
cheeks.
here.
Oh yeah, because we have to be in the frame. Yeah.
Yep.
Now I look like a dog or a cat or something. Like, yeah.
Oh, there's too many games. And even as I say, like God of War, it's like that's like a 60-hour plus game or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not. I had
Nobody got time for that.
for a moment I had this like nice blissful ignorance kind of where I was like, I'm totally gonna do this. I'm cramming all these games. And like Ryan's, Brian Murford, of course, of the Xbox Drive, going like, what reality have you created for yourself where this is the thing that's going to happen? I'm like, just let me live here. I've created a little space of happiness and I'm good. But reality is about to slam me in the face in about, 9 days? I got 9 days before
Yeah.
Getting there, dude.
I'm just going to play more Cult of the Lamb. That's just going to be mine, that
like
I
it.
just
That'll be
try to
yours.
get as far as I can. I'm super close to beating the second boss, so
Nice.
yeah. That was my only, I think that's going to be my only cramming game that I play.
That's the
It's not
thing.
even like overall game of the year. It's like the indie one, but still.
It might be though. Like, don't hang on a second. Calm down.
I
with
mean,
that not
I
game of the year talk.
voted. I voted, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. It's a shame. That game is one that should not be rushed, and probably like most games at all. Like, it's one that like, yeah, you can go do the bosses and everything, or you could just like take care of your people forever.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you could really just
Yeah.
play that for a long time and just be in it. And yeah, man, it's too much. It's too many games.
It takes a lot of effort for me to stop playing it, especially like I
Oh, that's-
streamed for like 3.5 hours the other night, which is the longest stream I've done so far.
Nice.
But it's always so hard to just stop because you're right. Like I just want to take care of all my little
One more thing.
followers.
Mm-hmm.
They're so needy. They need so much things like food. Like how
Yeah.
dare.
Clean up after their poop. You can have
Collect
that
that
taken
poop.
care of for you though.
I just got
Collected.
porta potties, so yeah,
Yeah.
they can actually do that themselves.
Yeah.
I just collect.
Very much like having kids, actually, as it turns out. Oh, you can
There
do
you
that
go.
on your own now, hey? Cool. I'll be out
I
here.
just collect.
Even from diaper stage, you just collect, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all we're doing. That's just the summation of life. We just collect poop.
I don't,
Yeah,
I
so
don't
what
know
do we
that-
stress
I don't
out
know that
about
life.
for, you know? Like,
What are we stressed out for?
seriously. Thank God for video
my
games.
gosh.
This is awesome. I love doing
There's
this.
I don't even know where to start, man. We have so much to talk about tonight. Like I
Yeah.
don't even know where do we start with
We
this.
we have a few like game award type questions and stuff, so I guess we'll go
Okay.
into those next.
Okay.
But we do have Pokemon questions that kind of carried over from last week. So Quagmire in Discord, which shout outs to Quagmire.
Shouts to Quagmire.
Yes.
Episode of
On
We the GamerCast. Yes, check it
Yep.
out. It's a podcast I do. In case people didn't know, I do another I do a lot of podcasts. We the GamerCast right here, youtube.com/carpool
I do
gaming.
podcasts.
I do podcasts. Quagmire, one of the community, he joined me on an episode, and we talked about Xenoblade being the best RPG series ever, and Nier Automata being a
best.
masterpiece, and he actually plays games, so that's remarkable. Like we're all talking about cramming, and he's like, I put 1,000 hours into this game. It's like, good
I played
God, why aren't you
Xenoblade 2 multiple times.
multiple times? Yeah, like you play the DLC and it really puts the rest of the game in context. So when you play that campaign the second time, it's even better. Like does the whole you just got to play the game for 100 hours and then it gets
Yeah.
good.
All of
But-
his hours
yeah.
in Rocket League.
Oh man,
Yes.
Insanity.
That is a gamer, dude. Like I felt like I felt so just like my credentials were
Like a
totally
total
in
fake,
question after
like a
that.
total poser.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like what am I doing here? He should be here.
That's what I
doing
said
this.
to him. Yep, get in here, man. Like we can make another square. It's easy.
But then that's the thing though, is then that takes time, and then your brain just rots and devolves into I do podcasts.
I do podcast. Yep.
Once you bring them into the fold, they turn into us. So,
All this from
and they-
Quagmire asked the question, and we're off on like 4
Yeah.
minutes. Like we'll come back. We'll get
You
back
know.
to you.
Yeah,
Bring
but,
them, yeah.
but he did bring up the Game Awards. He asked any predictions or hopefuls to win. He says he would like to see Xenoblade 3 get Game of the Year, but he says it probably won't happen.
Yeah, no chance.
However, if it doesn't win Best Soundtrack, he said him and Nagachaka are going to riot, and he asks, who is with us?
I'm with them, my boys. Yeah, for sure. Xenoblade, there's like by far, it's not even close. There have been some amazing soundtracks this year, but Xenoblade 3 is by far the best soundtrack of the year. In my mind, there is no contest. So, yeah.
Well, I have a question for you to chew up a second so that I can load up the category. Do you know what other games are up for best soundtrack when you say that there's no contest? There you go. Okay,
nope.
So I just wanted to
don't care.
Just wanted to check. Okay, that's fair. I'm glad you're being honest.
Yeah, no, and to be honest though, I do think it's been a great year for video game music. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have amazing music, actually.
Mm-hmm.
There have been Kirby and Forgotten Land, amazing soundtrack. I'm sure God of War's
on there. So there are 5 games nominated. One of them is my pick, and it's not the ones you mentioned. Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and the soundtrack after my heart, Metal Hellslinger. Yes, come on, Lachlan. Metal Lachlan.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Yeah, that's a fun, yeah, it's like total metal. Yeah, that's great. And, maybe they'll give it that so they can get Serge Tankian or whatever on stage or something like that.
Yes.
Maybe they'll do that.
Mm-hmm. Live performance by Lamb of God. Let's go.
With how my past 2 weeks have been, I've been listening to way more metal music. I would probably pick that out of the group. Sorry.
Smack live performance.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. That would be the one outcome that would make me okay with Xenoblade losing that.
Just give it to the indie,
Yeah. No, but I think there's for me, Xenoblade 3 is a total masterwork from the greatest video game composer that ever lived, in my opinion. I love that game soundtrack so much.
Y'all need to watch the YouTube version of this show, by the way, because just watching Sean's face, he's seen something in chat, and then I look down and literally it pops up on the little video feeds. So it's funny. It's interesting to watch Sean's face because when he's seen something that he wants to just show on the screen, and then 2 seconds later, there it is.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because as I was doing, I'm like, I know this isn't I'm on a Discord call with you, but I'm I don't know if it's I'm reacting for the audience who are here watching us. So it's that's gotta be weird for you guys.
It's just random little
like a pantomime sort of performance.
We're having this conversation. I'm just you are amazing, or it's I'm saluting to people, saying goodbye, and they're signing off for the night. I'm like, all right.
Sean's over here with his mime box thing.
And y'all on the podcast feeds cannot hear, but I mimed 10 different things of what Sean does on the show. So
Kato comes in with her words are like bullets, and I'm just dodging them, just
You see, words are like bullets.
Words are like bullets. Game of the year.
Yeah, that
Plague
was the
Tale,
overall
Elden
question.
Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, or Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I feel like, if I can just say this to start, nobody's ever happy with whatever the game of the year is.
Yeah.
So I think you need to base your predictions on that. So Stray. Stray's getting it.
It's probably Elden Ring, right? That's probably what it's
I know. It's just, is it only boring because we've known all year? Because it came out so early in the year that's going to be the one?
I also feel bad talking about it because I'm ignorant about it. I haven't put any real time into it.
Let's cram. Let's do this. You and me.
Yeah, let's put 100 hours. What we got? A few days. We can do this.
Oh yeah, Stray. That's the only game out of that list I've played, by the way. So that would be my pick.
Yeah.
But that's the other game I need to finish too. I'm super close. So, got to cram that one at least.
Got to cram that in too, man. That's right.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any. I'm just here for the ride, dude. And also, I do think that we put a little bit too much stake. In the Game Awards.
Not
and
at all.
Stuff.
Not enough steak. More steak.
More steak.
More steak, please.
I'm kind of just your game of the year is what you make of it. The games that I love are never going to be represented in a show like that. I'm sitting here talking about Once Upon a Jester, and that's not going to be at the Game Awards, So
it'll be at our Game of the Year conversation.
Yeah,
that's why we have a podcast.
That's our job.
That's
I do a
That's
podcast.
exactly what I was about to plug, was that we're going to have this overall discussion of what we would pick, because, we have our own faves that we like to play. Mine is the cozy route, and then Cult of the Lamb. And then everyone has their own favorites, so we'll have our own discussion that we'll record, and the community will be involved as well. So if you're not a part of the Discord, join us.
Join us.
Yes.
Join us. Yes. Join us. Be part of the discussion. Send in your own game of the year, responses, and we can hear your voice or even see you on the show as well. So that's neat. New things happening. Neat. Kevin Ainsworth.
Get a job.
He is forever. It's forever just Kevin now. Asked, now that Nintendo's 2022 is over, how would you grade this year for first party Nintendo releases? He said for him, it has been the best year since 2019.
Based on what? He just says that and doesn't have you got no
facts.
Kevin,
apparently.
Examples.
If you're in the chat, you need to it's just the best since 2019.
It's the best.
It's the best. There you go.
Best.
Well, what part did you like the best about it, Kevin? Was it that amazing Mario Strikers game, or was it the fully featured and totally finished Nintendo Switch Online video game? Was it one of those that really got you hyped about this year?
You know what's so funny is you said Mario Strikers, and in my head I thought you were referring to 2019, and my brain didn't even question it.
This year, dude.
It feels like it came out forever ago. It was like 6 months ago.
Yep.
That game feels 5 years old in my mind.
Yep.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Xenoblade
I think it's been a really good
is
year.
spectacular, though. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Yep.
And I'm being jokey. Those are games that hurt me personally. So hurt people. So
Sure.
I'm just lashing out a little bit. Xenoblade, excellent. Kirby, total surprise, and lived up, I think, to a lot of our pretty unfounded expectations, I would say, when we first saw that. It's like, oh my gosh, it's Kirby and The Last of Us, whatever that even means. It was so good. Mouthful mode was amazing, and the bosses were so great. And I played it with my kids, and I felt like it actually had 2 games built into one. It got real hard at a certain point. So, yeah, Kirby was... You guys think I just blindly hate Kirby? This was a good Kirby game. The first one. We did get a second one. It was a bit of a who cares stinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might agree with that
Buffet?
second one. Yeah.
Yeah, Dream Buffet, which I played for 30 hours for some reason. Yeah, I think it was a great year. We had Pokemon Legends Arceus. I really enjoyed.
Yep.
Sean's favorite triangle strategy.
Not first party. It was an exclusive, but not necessarily first party.
Yeah, I guess so. Not technically first party.
Actually, there's my actually card.
Well,
I get one.
Actually, it's super weird though, because technically it's I don't know. I want to get into
it's on Steam now too. It's not even.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but then you had Xenoblade and stuff, and I think it was
a
really strong year.
We had a lot. The reason that I have such a reaction to it is because of this Fantasy Critic League where the Xbox Drive is going up against the Trophy Room, and we really hinged a lot of our strategy on Nintendo games, and it didn't really pan out for us really at all, actually. So we got burned by a couple of those games, but Kirby helped us out because Joe, that dum-dum, he counterpicked it, which means he got 15 points deducted. What an idiot.
Well,
oh my gosh.
And then to your point too, Sean, people sleep on Mario Rabbids because they're just waiting on a sale that never happened. And to me, I'm that's one of my favorite games of the year.
I literally just finished the game, was talking about how I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. Didn't even bring it up as I'm recapping this year. What is
he
with
forgot.
That? It's so strange. It's not, I don't know, and it's a Mario game. But it doesn't. It doesn't linger, I guess, in my head when I think about how great this year was, and I have lots of positive things to say.
Dude.
Yeah, maybe it just says more about how I lean to the negative, and I should just be celebrating the good games that I actually played this year.
Yeah,
hurt people, Sean. What have we learned?
The sodium levels are way too high. So much salt.
A little too many chicken nuggets, perhaps.
They're so delicious.
With sauces, of course.
With honey.
Yeah, with honey. Yeah, Bowser pointed that out, and we learned that Sean didn't get a chance to pop in with his sauce.
It's okay. Talk about me eating often enough, I guess.
He got lost in the sauce, not being able to provide his fave.
Yeah, all good.
What else we got here?
Question specifically for me.
Oh yeah, because I can't answer it. Because of course I can't answer it.
Neither of you can answer it. So it's Lockalith time. Sam asked a question about which Gengar plushie is better, the Squishmallow or the Build-A-Bear. And I, for real, took 10 minutes out of my day, picked up both, hugged them, made my decision. Yeah. It was a struggle.
That's a long time to hug a.
It was struggle. It was a struggle. I had to, feel the fabric. I had to figure it out. Yeah. I had to give them their own moment, I don't have a lot going on in my day sometimes, Seth. I got to fill the void. Anyways, I took the time. I took the time to figure this out. And I think you can probably already tell because there's one behind me, but y'all on the YouTubes can't see. But I think this is my fave out of the two.
The Squishmallow takes it, huh?
Yes, and it's so large.
I want like a 1997 IGN review of this, like graphics, sound effects, presentation. Like, what is
that? Would actually be amazing.
I
can give you a quick review, like the differences. If you want one,
what are the criteria? What are you spending 5 minutes into these? What are you doing?
More huggable.
Okay.
Squishmallow.
Yeah.
Huggability. Yep.
Softer, like plusher. Squishmallow.
Okay. Obviously.
Price also Squishmallow because it costs less. Yes, that thing was a couple $5 maybe more. However, availability Build-A-Bear.
Yeah. Wow,
so if you want something now, Build-A-Bear still decent. I will say his arms, because he's got like arms like out to his side, he almost hugs you as you hug him.
Oh wow.
So if you want something that hugs you back,
that's all I want.
Then Build-A-Bear. So there you go.
That's literally all I want in life. Just
there's my in-depth
to hug me back,
answer to your question.
In-depth review.
I miss those old reviews though. You'd have like 2,500 words and then like a breakdown of like, and they would have to be very specific because people would be really mad.
The verdict,
like, not an average. Yeah, it was like the final verdict. It was graphics, sound effects, presentation, all this other stuff, and it was they each had their own score, and then the final score, which was not an average. I miss that. I miss those days, but I'm an old man.
And Kato mentions a good point. Like his arms too. The Build-A-Bear's arms are super cute. His little legs,
actual arms that kind of stick out.
Yeah, he has actual arms versus
the Squishmallow is kind of like
stitched.
sewn in.
Yeah, it's like stitched on type of thing. So if you want something that hugs you back, Build-A-Bear. But in regards
to lie on, like a pillow,
then Squishmallow is probably your best bet. But I mean, you're gonna have to wait till spring now.
If you want something that might come to life, like Pinocchio, Build-A-Bear, because you put the heart inside.
That's true.
There's a chance.
Yeah, you perform that dark ritual.
Yeah.
That's a heart inside.
The summoning. Yep, Lockless speaking tongues. Mm-hmm.
I've been playing too much Cult of the Lamb.
Like the Undertaker, like rising from the coffin, just
the Build-A-Bear just comes up.
I am describing the video I need to see out of the
oh man,
Gengar.
No, not happening.
I do podcasts.
I do podcasts. I do podcasts and I have big ideas. So much so I have my own list in our Notion page so that everyone can keep track of my big ideas.
Roast him. Roast him.
I'm right here. I'm right
Mic
here.
drop.
Gosh, I don't have to travel anymore.
Can we do that for your birthday next year? Like the roast of Sean Capri?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I actually brought that up to a friend of mine a couple of years ago, and he's like, so you really just don't want to have friends anymore, do you? Like, he was really worried about it. He was really worried somebody would take it, like, just a little too far.
Yeah.
Because I think those roasts are hilarious, but it
Me
is...
too.
You'd like everybody would like to think that they could all take a joke, because they're all judging how the other people take a joke or how they can't take a joke. And it's like, you do that. You know, you
Right.
sit there and people
Oh, I
say all
would
these
love
things.
it.
I think
Bring
it would
it
be.
on.
I think it would be hilarious. But yeah,
I grew up fat, dude. I have a thick skin. I can handle it. I promise you.
If that's not the quote of the episode.
Oh my gosh, I
I
did not
grew
grow
up
up
fat.
hungry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Poor you, Seth. My goodness.
I can
My
handle it,
goodness.
dude.
You know what? I like to say I'm thick-skinned, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
probably
we all
cry.
want to say
By
that.
the end of it.
I'd cry. I
Just
know it. As soon
weeping.
as somebody would say something, I'd be like, "No, you suck."
You really think that?
Give me my cake, or I need a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need something to hug me back. Where's
Hug
the
me
Build-A-Bear?
Oh,
Oh
all right.
my gosh.
All right.
All the
What do we got
things.
here?
We got Pokemon. We got a lot of Pokemon to talk about. Bowser finished
Hi, Bowser.
Pokemon Violet, and they are quite impressed with the story. For the longtime Pokemon fans, which game has the best story? Is her question.
I think probably this one. Honestly, I think probably this one. I really love the story in this one for Starfall Street and like the main story. The way it all comes together, like at the end, is amazing. Like that final sequence. It's actually funny because I was thinking about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 a lot when I went into the sort of final sequence of Pokemon. Because my one complaint with all of Xenoblade 3 was the ending, like the ending sequence. I really disliked the ending sequence. And like when I got to Pokemon, I'm like, this is how you do. I think Sean's muted.
He's doing it on purpose, I think.
Oh, he's muting himself on purpose.
I'm not going to be
Or
part of
he's
this
just-
conversation for at least another 5.5 minutes. So just let me entertain myself over here. You guys go nuts.
No.
I'm singing the final sequence every time that you say it. I'm just in my head, just trying to keep myself.
Yeah, just like there's something about like something that wraps up really well. You know what I mean? Like something that has like a great finale and just kind of leaves you with that lingering feeling. Pokemon totally had that. I really liked it. Have you finished it yet?
I have not. I have not
Okay.
finished it. I've gotten further. I actually haven't played since the new patch came out, or since the first patch came out.
The patch.
Yeah, the only one so far. So I don't know about in regards to how that went, but I've gotten a little further, but I've only done like a handful of the gyms and some of the star team. I actually did some of the star teams. I think I did 2 of those, 2 or 3 already. But no, I'm not, I don't know how far along I am. I'm trying to, I've changed my mindset now where I'm just trying to finish, or like I'm trying to actually progress and get done. Versus what I did at the beginning, which was I have to catch them all and finish at the same time.
Yeah, right.
Which is way too much. So I haven't finished it, but I will say this is the first one that I'm more engrossed into the story. So, and I've played a lot of Pokemon games, but this is, and I think a lot of them I played at a younger age, so I didn't really, my mind wasn't fully developed. I wasn't paying attention. So
Just, yeah, for sure. There's a little bit more to all of it than you would expect. Like when you learn what's going on with Arven, it's like, oh my god, this is so much more than I expected. When you beat the Team Star leaders and they all have little backstory sequences, I'm like, wow, this is really saying something. I think it's really good in that regard.
Yeah, there's more than one story, I guess, is what it seems like to me. There's more to it. So, and I think it has a lot to do with all the different routes you can go. But we're going to be talking a lot more Pokemon. I don't want to go too in depth with a lot of
sit in
these.
the corner.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
For
scrolling
one
on
to-
the eShop right now, so I'm
For
just
one
seeing
to
if there's any
save
deals.
Sean, for one to save Sean, but also Carpool's going to be talking.
Keep going. I gotta buy game. I got
Pokemon.
credit on my account, man. I could find a game on sale.
Yeah,
here.
there you go.
Get
There you
this
go.
pre-order sale, or pre-order Fire Emblem Engage, which is coming out in January, or someone was asking about this in the chat earlier, Dragon Quest Treasures. Which I feel like with this cramming session I've got in, I'm like, I am maxed out.
No,
I'm
me
full.
too.
There's no more room, but it looks real good. It looks really cute, and I can't wait to find out how it is. It looks really neat.
I've never played one of those before.
I love Dragon
Try
Quest
11.
Builders.
Yeah, I've never played Dragon Quest before.
I think you would probably like Builders, but if you ever wanted to try the core series, Dragon Quest XI S on Switch is amazing. That was my first proper Dragon Quest game, and I absolutely loved it. You can download the demo, and the demo you can play for like 15 hours if you want. Like, it's a huge demo, and then your progress carries over. Yeah, if you like it. So, yeah, I would download the demo and try it.
I'll have to do that then, because I saw like a little bit about the treasures one like earlier today. I think like IGN did something about it or something. So I watched it and I don't know, it looked cute.
Yeah, it's got that Akira Toriyama art. Super nostalgic for me. I love his art. Yeah. It's the best.
It's the best. Let's see. I don't want to answer Chibi. Chibi asked us kind of a similar question, like if we've completed.
Yeah.
Well, they asked if we completed the Pokédex, so I'm trying to.
Me too.
Work through it, but I'm gonna wait until I finish actual game story before I get into it. But I don't know how far you are. Do you know how many Pokemon you've caught, Seth?
Yeah. I have caught. So there is, I think, 400 in the Pokédex, and I've caught over 300 of them. I'm in the home stretch. I've done a lot, and what's
I almost
cool
did
is
a
they
spit
have,
take. My God.
Yeah, I've got a lot of them. And the big thing is I need to co-op with somebody that has Scarlet, so that when you play co-op, one thing that is actually really cool, when you play co-op with somebody with the opposite version, the world will populate with the other version's Pokemon. So that's pretty neat. So a friend of mine does have Scarlet, and just someday we need to carve out some time to play.
Yeah, my husband's further along than I am, so I told him we need to play together so I can catch the ones I don't have and vice versa. He doesn't really care as much about the Pokédex like I do, so it'll probably be more of a me thing. But I think I'm super close to catching almost 100 of them so far. So.
Oh yeah, I'm catching everything, man. Got to catch them all.
I try. It's so difficult. I get distracted very easily, and then if I know that there's like a gym I can go after, it doesn't take much. This pigeon brain of mine, you know.
My mind is a pigeon.
My mind is a pigeon. This will stay with me forever. So Sam asked, what are some underrated new Pokemon? Like they the little mouse family, the Tandemaus, I guess is how you say it.
Yes, those are really good. Yeah,
I didn't even. That thing threw me off because there's two of them.
Right.
Together, that threw me off.
Even more,
yeah.
And it's called like House Mouse or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, and then they mentioned the Tentacruel with legs. Toad's cool.
Yeah.
They took Tentacruel and put it on land. That's pretty cool. My favorite is the whole Tinkaton line is my favorite. I love that so much.
What's the little green dinosaur with the eggshell head? It's so small. It's tiny.
With the eggshell head.
It looks like a baby dinosaur, green, like a lime green, and it's got half of an eggshell, like it burst out of the egg, and it's just walking around with part of it on its head,
that sounds like I don't know how to say it properly, but it's like a Cranidos. Does it look like Cranidos?
It's so tiny.
Am I saying a real word, Seth? Is that a real Pokemon?
I am so lost right now.
I don't know what it's called. Does somebody
chat?
know?
Come on, did I say a real word?
What? Come through, chat.
Someone help us. Kevin, I know you're here. Come on. Anyways, whatever that one is, I will figure it out whenever we talk about our Pokemon next week. I'll bring it up in that too, for sure.
The loading screen in Pokemon Go is so cute right now. It's all holiday themed. I love it how they do that. It's so good.
It's all snowy.
This is the Pokemon game I play, and the story is whatever I make of it. Okay?
Kevin, you're no help. He says he doesn't know anything past Gen 2. Ask your brother. Oh my gosh. Fulia asks, what new Pokemon have you encountered that you really like or dislike? And do you like the evolution of your starters?
I thought so. I really liked the
Okay, that's not what I was talking about, I don't think.
Oh, the Capsicid. Yeah,
yes.
Yes. That's what you're thinking of?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one's it's supposed to be like a pepper.
Is that what it is?
thing.
It looks like a baby dinosaur. It's so tiny.
It does. That makes so much sense now that Bowser called that out. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a little pepper, and then the evolution is called Scovillain, and it's actually really interesting. It's a fire grass dual type, and it has 2 heads that are both different colored peppers. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's one of the new ones.
I'm like second guessing it myself. Hang on.
Yeah.
But do you like your evolution of your starter? I haven't evolved mine, but I know what it looks like.
Yeah, Quackaval, the like dancing, like I said, it's like Pabe basically from Animal Crossing. So I'm all about it. It's great. It's the best.
And Spaghettito's evolution doesn't look too bad either. My husband has that one, so
yeah.
I'm sorry, but the Fuecocos, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Me either.
It just looks like a frog.
The middle evolution does, and then it just turns into a crocodile.
And then you put a crown on its head at the end. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Anyway,
Me Sean, too. Let's bring you back in. Sean.
Totally, yeah, don't like it also.
Sean, let's bring you back in. Okay. Let's bring you back in with Chibi's question. They mentioned, I know there's been a lot of Pokemon talk, but speaking of Splatoon 3.
Oh, no.
which kind of disappeared from the spotlight the second Scarlet Violet hit the shelves. What do you think is going to be exciting to see in the new? There's apparently like a new update. Was that like last week, like 2.0.0?
It was December 1st, yeah.
Okay, it was like the chill season that was coming out. I don't know if any of y'all played that or not. I don't know if you went back into Splatoon at all. I haven't been playing at all, so I don't really have an answer to this.
It's a weird thing that I feel about this because I don't know if I'm mad at the game or me or everyone else. Like, I don't know where to place my anger with this one because I'm not playing it. And I spent dollars on it, and it's like, am I to blame? Probably. Like, I mean, really, nobody else's fault but my own. But that's not how I play this. Like, is it the game's game, or the game's fault for it not being new and exciting enough? Is it the community? Like, doesn't seem like many people care. I shouldn't say nobody cares because obviously some do. I just find Splatoon in a weird spot, and I think its release might be its biggest issue. I feel like everybody, when you think of Splatoon, you think of it as a spring game. It ended up being a late summer, early fall game. And I think personally for me, that wasn't the best time for it. So maybe that's where thanks for letting me just kind of air that out a little bit and land. That's my conclusion, is it landed at the wrong time. Yeah.
In summary. Yeah. For me, it's definitely the game's fault. For me, it was very, nice going, game.
Way to fail.
It just like and your mileage may vary, but like for my wife and I, maybe half of or more of the games we tried to connect to, the connection would just drop, and we just couldn't get into the game.
That's totally a thing.
The communication errors were really bad for us, and like that was very prohibitive to where, like, I'm not kidding you, I would sit down to play Splatoon for an hour, and I would maybe get 2 games in. Like, no joke. And to me, that's ridiculous. Like, so I couldn't really, I couldn't really vibe with it for that reason. And then to the point of the question, like, I think the content rollout was a little too slow. Like, we're only just now getting in December the first, like, new season of content. And I do feel like a lot of people have checked out. There's, that might have been okay in another year where there aren't a whole lot of other games coming out, but this year there's so much competing for your time that, like, that carrot has got to stay on the stick. The reason Fortnite is still, like, so high in the zeitgeist is because they're constantly rolling out new stuff over and over and over again. With Splatoon, it's like, if you want everybody's attention, you can't just be like, we'll see you in 4 months and there'll be some new, like, clothes you can get, to be fair, they are adding, like, I think this coming weekend is the first big run, which I am excited about. That'll get me back in. Because Salmon Run's my favorite mode in the game by far. So it's like the Salmonids are overtaking, like, the maps in the actual multiplayer game. That's going to be super fun. But yeah, otherwise it's like I come in for Splatfest and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's just a timing thing. My focus is about to shift, at least for about 24 hours, to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with some new tracks. Yeah. And so we'll see, and there's a bunch of stuff happening with Halo right now, and we've been playing some Call of Duty on Saturdays, but, like, Halo's maybe gotten a little life. There might be a little something over there too. So it's a very competitive space. I know typically people don't go like, am I going to play Halo or Splatoon? That's me though. Like that's genuinely like I play all the things. And so it's nice because you get to try all the stuff, but yeah, that means you're going to be distracted every once in a while. So Pat in the chat just coming in hot saying Splatoon is overrated. So there's that. Oof.
Spicy. Yeah, the game was like a little prohibitive to me, but I still like, I really do enjoy that game. I think it's really good overall, but like, you know, there was no staying power for me personally. Like there are people like Cheesy. I see Cheesy playing every night Splatoon. That is a Splatoon loving dude. So it hits for some people. For some people, for the hardcore players, it's still at the forefront of their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chibi too. Yeah.
But I can be one back. Like this is the thing. This is just where I'm at right now. But I do feel like it's a great game. Like this is the weird thing about Nintendo multiplayer games is the multiplayer framework, like the infrastructure isn't really there. But like everybody wants to play Nintendo games together. Like that, how does that happen? Everybody just wants to, we all buy the same games. We all have the same system. We're all here together. Like make it work. Like you're killing me, dude.
That is the most like truest statement I've ever heard. Because like Nintendo is supposed to be family, play with friends, oriented type of company. And then they put out, you know, a Mario Kart, which does well for the most part with online.
Yeah.
And then Splatoon, not well. Like make it make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, at least you don't get Mario Kart has its own kind of suite of issues, but most people won't notice them. But like Splatoon, you literally get kicked out of the game. But you know, every now and then you'll have a communication error with Mario Kart as well. But it's more the timing and the lag and the sync up with other characters, other players. Is if you're paying close attention, it's a little wonky, but most of the time it doesn't matter because it's just like this totally chaotic and who cares what's happening anyways at Mario Kart. Splatoon's a little different, but. Yeah, that's my rundown of Nintendo. You know, we just want to play together. In general. Yep.
Yeah. I even if there was like just a little something like something that I've always felt is a huge missed opportunity for Splatoon, Animal Crossing, a ton of other Nintendo franchises is why is there not just like, hey, if you come in and if you get to, you know, this certain level or whatever, you can unlock a Mario hat this week. Or you can like come in and get like a Link tunic or something like that. Like some sort of carrot on a stick that's more quick than just, hey, we'll see you in 4 months when a new season comes out.
Totally.
Like, or even just they have the locker now. You can give me little Nintendo collectibles to put in the locker. Like some reason where I'm gonna want to get in there every week. You're hammering it on social media. Like that's what I want. You have to be faster than this. Like our attention spans are too short now. There's too many other games. You have to come in and compete for all that time. I know we're just like looking around, cramming all these games for Game of the Year, and
sorry, what were you saying?
Right,
my phone lit up. Sorry. I bought a game called Framed. Seth,
yeah, you did.
You told me about that game. I don't remember if that was in the post show, which is exclusive to patrons, patreon.com/carpoolgaming. But guess what? All our exclusive content is free for everyone in the month of December. Because we're like Santa Claus. We got a beard on the show, so we must have Santa Claus like activities. So if you go to patreon.com/carpoolgaming, all our exclusive stuff, it's all free for everybody. If you're already a patron, nothing changes for you. If you're a $1 patron, you'll get that stuff in your feeds. It's very cool. But the reason I bring it up is because I'm pretty sure that's where you recommended this game Framed. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna play it, but maybe next week when you all talk about Pokemon again, I could. You know,
just bust out Frame, just play that for a few minutes.
Yeah, yeah, it's possible.
I think you're gonna like that. It's great. Yeah,
can't wait. Very cool. Yeah, looks good.
The base.
We do podcasts. We play games and do podcasts on this channel.
No, it doesn't pay the bills, Mom, but I like it.
But it's fun, okay?
If only, right?
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Not be thinking of like Grease when you said that. Tell me about it, stud. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Grease.
Yeah.
Grease. That's what's sitting right next to Framed on my Switch.
There you go.
Side by side. Yep.
Framed Grease.
So Sean.
Hi, Lachlan.
Hello. Well, hello.
Wow.
Since you're announcing some things, I think we should announce something.
I've been sitting here waiting for when this bomb is gonna drop. I've been like, when are we gonna say this?
I think we should announce some other things. I didn't want to do it at the beginning because we could have gone on tangents, but we've gone a full hour now. I think we can announce some fun stuff. Sean.
Can we do it?
Seth,
do it. I can't remember.
We've got some stuff, and
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you want me to say it or
Oh,
if
yeah, that stuff.
or
Yeah,
if you want to
I
show
remember.
it. Oh my god.
I didn't.
Not you, not-
I can't
it's
show it. I
literally
don't
at
have
the
a scene set up. I can't show it. I said I was gonna
It's
do it, and
a-
I missed. I dropped the ball. The ball. I dropped the
The
ball.
ball?
I dropped the
I
Pokeball.
dropped the ball. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Nintendo
my
theme.
gosh.
Totally dropped
Sean,
it.
you had one job. One job.
Yep. My bad.
Well, I'll announce it without showing it.
can't show it. I'm
We
so
can do like a tweet on Twitter or something to
Dang
post
it, there was a
show.
Go
whole
and see
thing.
it.
Oh no.
I'll put
That's
it
okay.
on Discord or something in the Nintendo Drive so y'all can physically
Dang
see
I
it.
feel dumb.
But we have new merch, y'all.
Yeah.
New merch. I know everyone in chat is like, "What is it? What is it?" It's new merch. New merch that
Yes.
that has been designed. It's a hoodie, a sweatshirt, a long sleeve. We've got little Bobby roasting marshmallows over a campfire. There's your, me speaking out loud what the visual is here. And then patrons also voted on a t-shirt. And that is also live.
I put the merch store link in chat if y'all
There
want
you
to check
go.
it out.
There you go. There you go. So those that are in chat can go check it out for yourself.
I'm breaking so many things.
You
on the
are
stream.
breaking
I'm
everything. I was
sorry.
like, where are our faces? Our faces went away on the stream for a second.
My
Okay,
bad.
we're good. But yes, there's new merch. It actually has been live for like more than 24 hours, so I'm surprised none of y'all noticed it. But it is there. Oh my gosh. So just to give you a breakdown, there will be visuals in the Discord, on Twitter, whatever, later on. But essentially, there's a winter collection that will be live through the end of March. Through the end of March, you can get, that exclusive limited merch, or you can buy the Patreon t-shirt that is only available through the end of January. So, oh no.
Seth's Discord did indeed just die.
Yeah. I was hoping if I kept talking that he would be able to get back in there,
He'll be
but
back.
his Discord died. But yeah, Seth is no longer with us.
Oh no.
At least in the chat. Yeah.
Seth, come back. He looks like he's just really concentrating right now.
He's also like, okay, sorry for y'all that aren't like here for this, but he's also typing in our notes and I could see he said, "Did you guys die too?" No.
We are here, but when there's two of us, the stream looks like a nightmare.
Oh no, it looks terrible.
There's nothing I can do about it at this point.
Can you like put on a different graphic and they can just hear us?
They probably could. He's shocked by the merch. He's absolutely shocked by
Is
the
it
merch.
just me? It's just you. Oh my gosh, he's literally typing in our notes like frantic right now.
Yeah. Hit a reboot, Seth. You'll be fine. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh my gosh.
It's all my fault. I didn't prep the slides. Here, see, he's
There he
coming
is.
back. He's going to be fine.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Dude, what just happened? That was so weird.
I don't know. Like, the screen went to black for a second because Sean was messing with stuff, and then you froze.
Yeah, just froze, death stare into the camera.
Bowser says you're shocked by the merch that that you
Dude.
just left.
Hang on, now my camera's not even working. What is going on? This is crazy.
At least we're not framed funny now, I will say. Like,
Oh,
sorry,
it was
your
probably
camera's not
nightmare
working.
fuel there for a second. Actually, hang on. Let me leave and rejoin this. Ah, it's so funny.
Bear with us, y'all. Bear with us. But at least for those listening to the podcast feeds,
Nope,
besides some of
camera's
the
done.
chaos. Oh no.
Hi, you'll get to see a picture of baby me now. Hi.
I really like
Hey.
that picture of you. It's
I
very
do
nice.
like it.
thank you.
It's so small probably for those that are watching. But
I don't know what is going on. This is crazy. Okay. Anyway, hi. I'm back.
hi. Hello. I was cracking up, by the way, but sorry you're having issues, obviously.
You were just laughing at his expense, like,
I
oh my
know.
gosh, that's hilarious.
Literally
Sucks to
laughing
be
and
you.
like,
Discord did Discord just die? Y'all just saw death happen. IRL.
and it was quite hilarious. I was telling everyone that you were messaging in our notes because like I was seeing like you frantically in all caps, like, are y'all dead too, or is it just me? Like, it's just you, bud. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
My camera's not working.
His
Oh my
camera was too shocked by the merch drop.
I don't know what happened. Anyway, there's merch. Hi, yes.
There's merch, yes. Hello. Well,
Go check
hello.
out the merch. It's very cool and good, and Locklith worked hard on it, and it's very good, and I like it a lot.
Yeah. If I will say, there was effort, quite a bit of effort, not just me, but as a collective, like between my two co-hosts here and myself, we kind of worked it out, got it together.
Yeah,
but
we
it's out
figured it
there.
out.
It's out there for y'all. If you have any complaints, see Sean.
It's all my fault.
Don't message me. Message Sean if you have complaints.
Well, people can see it now. It doesn't really look all that
Hey,
great, but I mean, people can
right
at least
there.
kind of check it out. We've got our Murford and Sean's, and our and some are leaving soon too.
Yes.
That's true
Some of those
too.
Carpool Gaming T-shirts are with just the play button logo and that tumbler going pretty
Yep.
quick. Yeah, this is just gonna have to work on the YouTube, you guys. This is just
Yeah.
as good as
Yeah.
it's gonna
This
get.
is.
Y'all,
We're
look,
working.
it's held together with duct tape right now. Y'all understand. Please
Seriously.
understand. That classic Nintendo, please understand. Can we just do our VTuber arc, actually, at some point, where we just have our little VTubers
Yeah.
on screen? Can we just do that?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's figure it out. But yeah, that's the whole ordeal for those that are watching. I'm sure a tweet or something will go out in Discord as well. I could share all of those screen
Yeah, I'm gonna put
little
together a little like
promotions.
promo thing. Well, yeah, I'll put a little promo thing together so we can like properly, kind of show you guys. But yeah, I put that link there in the chat for anybody who wants to check it out. It is live now, and it's really good. I love that little Bobby roasting marshmallows so much. It's so good. It's very good.
Yes,
Anyway.
big fan of it. Big fan of it. I'm gonna have to get me at least one of everything, for sure.
One of everything.
At least for the winter collection, for sure. So y'all have till the end of March to grab that, grab your bags, and hit the merch store.
Yes.
Do your side hustles, whatever needs to happen. Because I'm doing it. I'm gonna figure it out. Sell some squishmallows. I'm getting it. I'm getting everything.
I think I could see myself getting a little like a pink hoodie maybe. These are so nice. Colors. Are
I will
so good.
mention for right now, for some reason, that rose pink hoodie, like colorway, is out of stock. Hopefully it goes back in stock soon. I think it's a manufacturing thing, but if it's out of stock for too long, I might switch it to like the lighter pink colorway for y'all, in case anyone wants like the pink style of that merch. I'll give it a week or two, and then I'll change that over. So that those that enjoy pink, I mean, I'm not a pink fan myself, so not the singer, but really the color.
Nobody thought the singer. That was amazing.
Well, that's just where my brain went. So I'll watch that closely, and if that dark dusty rose color doesn't come back, I'll switch it to a lighter pink so that y'all can grab that colorway as well. But everything else is available. Complaints go to Sean, all that jazz. But the
Yeah.
Patreon tee is only available through the end of January, so that one is leaving
Yes.
sooner than the rest.
Get in
Everything
there.
else, everything else leaves at the end of March. The Patreon Murford and Sean's tee goes out the end of January. So
Y'all have ample time. I don't want to hear any complaints. Like, oh man, I didn't get my Murford and Sean's tea going in, but you got plenty of time. Get in there now. Get your limited edition tea. Next year at Extra Life, we'll all be rocking the Murford and Sean's.
yes, oh yeah, for sure. And we did do a little test the other night. All of us, the three of us, like I went in and did like a pretend order. So if you do order now, you should you should get it
You
in
should
before
get it
Christmas.
by Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes. Put it under the
So,
tree.
Yes,
That's
Christmas
right.
gift for your loved ones. Naga Chaka,
Yeah,
buy
good
one for
Hanukkah
everyone in your family. There you go.
Get that PowerPoint together, Nagachaka.
Yes.
Seriously.
Anyway. Discord died. It died. It unalived
so
itself.
dead.
It just completely died. I'm gonna, after we get done with this, before we do the post show, I'm gonna restart my computer. That's so crazy. That's never happened in all
You don't need
my
video for the post show.
years.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's all good.
We'll
Don't worry
just
about it.
see baby Seth the whole time.
No, I just
Yeah,
put,
just
I
baby
put a
Seth,
picture
yeah.
of the Murford and Sean's t-shirts
Yeah.
There
over
you go.
top of them.
Perfect.
It's fine. You're fine. Let me know if your camera starts working. I'll turn you back on. But like for now, it's t-shirts. You are
no,
t-shirts.
that's probably better anyway. I am t-shirts. Yeah.
Enjoy the merch over
Also,
here.
not me completely panicking as I realized that I didn't set this thing up that I said I was totally gonna do, and I just broke everything as I was pulling it all together. All right. Well,
That's
curious-
why. That's probably the longest with Sean being on the show that people have heard me talk. Because like I'm sitting here talking because Seth's camera's died.
Vamping.
Sean's
I'm
like
trying to show you
panicking,
stuff.
trying to show the stuff. Like it's fine. We're
It's fine.
we're professional with the intro, and then we're a little bit sloppy
That's
at the
it.
end. You know,
There must
things
always
just
be
happen.
balance. There
Yeah.
must perfectly balance as all
Yeah.
things must be. You know?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
know, the force is always around us. You know, whether it be
Or any other
balanced or
movie
not.
quote we can stuff in here.
Oh my gosh! So, my physical thing I'm going to show, since you know
Yes.
we talked about the merch, we'll put it out there for all of y'all. But my physical thing to show tonight, because of a tweet that I saw earlier today that I quote tweeted, is the physical that I have of Grease.
Wow.
Yes, my
How
husband
did
bought
that
it
come
for
up
me.
so much? Is this Steelbook?
No, it's just
Oh, okay.
it's just the regular copy with it's just like a cardboard, but it's got like a little sheen to it. The box cover does. The girl wraps all the way around.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah. But yeah, my husband bought me this. He knew how much I enjoyed the game. I actually haven't even opened it because I already have it like digitally. But
It's a great game.
It's apparently coming to PS5 and Xbox Series S and X in 4K resolution and 120 FPS. So interesting stuff. It's coming to things outside of Nintendo, which is wild to me. Who knew it could be even more pretty elsewhere too?
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Yeah, me
How do you
too.
make it look prettier? Yeah.
I had no idea. I didn't even really play it on the big TV on my Switch as well, so we'll see. We shall see. But that's my physical for the evening. Sean,
Your
where can
weekly
people
physical.
find you?
That doesn't
Yeah.
sound right at all. You can find me in the freezing Great White North or on the internet, on Twitter, twitter.com/Sean Capri, Sean like Connor, like the pants. I don't know why I gave you the whole URL, but it's there. And also at the post show that we're going to record right here, patreon.com/carpoolgaming is free for everybody because we're in the giving mood this December. And I think that's probably it. That's all. That's where you can find me.
And Seth, what about you?
You can find my disembodied voice either overlaid on the dead Discord or on also on Twitter at $2 Hero. I guess I'm t-shirts now. I don't know what's happening with me. I feel like I'm a spirit possessing various things. But yeah, and then you can check out the merch. I just want to plug the merch one last time because I'm so happy with how it all turned out. I'm so proud of Lachlan's work on it. Guys, support that. It's awesome for the winter collection. Yeah, that's pretty much it though.
And y'all can find me on Twitter at LocklithTWT, here on YouTube, just Locklith. You can't find me on Hive anymore. There's another update for y'all. No longer on the Hives.
Sean was right again.
I'm just gonna, I think I was
Just
too
gonna not.
about it. I think I was
I'm
too
gonna
about
not.
it. So Sean, if you want to steal my name over there, fine. I don't care. I'll figure it
I'm
out
over
later.
it.
But thank you all for hanging out for today's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Bump that like button if you haven't already, and fuel this carpool in the comments below with your chosen 2022 Game of the Year winner. Who would you pick? Let us know.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the new Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, Be sure to like the stream and subscribe here on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you liked what you saw and want more, be sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Carpool Gaming.
Deek.